Authority of Eshmatalasa, Vernfalder Border Range. I have done vocal work this day to get her voice a little bit more natural sounding. So you might hear it sound a little bit different and a little deeper than it was before. Where are my barrels? Why are those barrels charred and those ones not, I wonder? What an interesting choice to make for a house, to have them halfway. I have a question for you, Lethal. Why are one set of barrels we have charred and the other set not? I was curious about that when I noticed it this morning.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, if you look within, you will see 3 of the barrels, the ones closest to the fire, are charred and dark, and the ones across the way on the other side of the building are not. It's like we mistook how to brew whiskey. Anyways, morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Quite well, Ariel. Thank you.
That is good to hear.
I've arranged tea with a guest this morning.
With a guest? Oh, what a surprise that is.
Someone who provided me with tea yesterday, and it was quite fine.
A fine tea. Very well. I would enjoy this if you would welcome me along. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the gift, Hoyd.
They're from Gradia, and they spoke to me of tea that they had in their youth. And I remembered that you said we've had a Gradian tea this morning.
Gradia is where many of those of House and Alaman have settled, those who do not wish to live within the borders of Esmeraldas and its many restrictions.
Indeed. Perhaps this human is familiar with our kind. We'll see.
We shall see. I am all yours.
Well, I best not keep them waiting. You know how impatient they can be.
Aye. I have some... Now, what is the right way to say it? I have some business to attend to. Is that the word that the humans use? Business to attend to. You should lead, dear. You know where we are going. I have some business to attend to at some point this morning. I need to order some wood. I'm sure one of them will be more than capable of actually arranging for it. One of them.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. I assume we are headed to the tavern. She's having some serious frame rate issues, poor thing. Within, shall we go? Want to see me RP walk? Now, you enjoy that? RP walk.
Good morning.
Margovanen, my dear.
Do you two need anything?
Always.
Some hot water.
3 cups?
Well,
Oh.
perhaps we should wait and see if our guest has arrived.
Let
Doesn't
us
seem to be here yet.
ready 3 cups worth of water. Perhaps a pot would work. A teapot.
I can ready 3 cups.
Thank you.
That would be about
Let's watch you do math here.
45 cups.
Oh, well done,
Wait,
sir.
no, 30. Sorry, 30. It's a morning.
I thought we were getting a special charge for all the trouble that happened yesterday. All right.
It was interesting yesterday.
30 copper. Here you are, dear.
Alright.
Oh, perhaps we should pay after the tea is arrived.
No reason to wait. That way it'll be ready for us once the tea arrives.
Thank you.
Shall we wait here or establish ourselves at a table?
Sit anywhere you like.
I wasn't asking you, dear.
Let's find a table at the rail.
All right. That head tilt is her you do it look. Whenever you see Ethereal doing that, that's her telling someone else to do it.
Perhaps by the door.
And one day, we will sit above.
They just paid for 3
3 cups of tea.
It is yours.
Thank you. Chat, remind me to move my thing back when we're ready. So, with that order you have gotten, how many bows did they ask out of you?
2 longbows.
Hello, Crystal.
Unfortunately,
Welcome. And thank you for the
we need to
follow.
procure some extra materials today and begin the work immediately.
Wood for myself. 240 arrows, if you can believe it. Quite an order. 24 blocks of wood.
200?
240. The guards have asked for them. We do them in batches of 10, of course. They fire quite a lot of arrows during practice.
Hey, you two gonna see the pit fight today?
No, sir. If we were, we would be there.
Jack. Take a seat with us.
Well, if you're ever interested, just go to the port district for the fight. Yeah, the Cyclops is gonna fight again.
Thank you. Welcome then. I am Ethereal.
Hello there.
Ethereal, Aneth Nin.
I'll be back.
My name's Jack, the local brewmaster. It's good to meet you, Ethereal.
Jack the Brewmaster. So we have had warm water prepared for us to sample some of that magnificent tea we have heard about.
Well, I'm hoping it's to your pleasing.
A gift is always pleasing. Awkward RP moment.
Guess I should be the one to have the tea, huh?
Aye.
I'm pretty
He
sure I
did
gave
bring
you a
the
package
tea.
of it.
You
Pretty sure I
did,
gave it to you
indeed.
last time. But, because I didn't figure to bring me in the army. Let me go and grab it real quick. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience.
We are used to waiting.
I didn't figure I'd catch you so.
That is not a concern for us. Wow, what a human.
I'll be quickly back.
Understood.
How amazing.
How very human.
Indeed.
Hi.
Well, I'm not as I'll tell you now, where they procured the tea.
Hmm.
Apparently, there is one of our kind living in the swamp. Provided the lead.
I'll be right back.
An elf in the swamp?
Mhm.
Whatever would a elf be doing out in the swamp? It is not a place for one such as
That's my
ourselves.
question.
Hmm. We shall be careful about how we inquire about such a thing. It would be unseemly to be too interested.
There we go.
Welcome back, Jack.
Sets a small paper on the table.
Would you like me to prepare it for you first?
Please, by all means, you can have it first.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Thank you.
I want to go over this one real hard.
And so, it has been some time since I have had fresh Gratian tea brought to me.
Because that makes two of us. It's a long time since I've had it as well.
If you do not mind my inquiry, where did you discover such a magnificent thing?
Oh, well, these leaves I got from somebody locally.
Why don't we leave together?
A herbalist, you could say. Old friend.
Oh, wonderful. There's not many who would describe themselves as a herbalist about here. I have met a surgeon recently.
Yes, it started.
A human by the name of Soma, I believe. At least that's the sound I heard. The name I heard everyone yelling out for. But no herbalists.
She's a bit of a recluse, I'm afraid. Some past experiences have led her to stay outside the city walls.
Oh, that is most unfortunate. Especially that a high elf should feel restricted from being where they wish to be. I gotta remember to do
Times
right.
of time kind of change everybody from. But I mean, she's good at what she does. Cats know she saved quite a few lives, I'm sure.
That skilled at herbalism? Well, it would be fitting then. You did say she was a elf, is that correct?
Yes.
Oh. You know, that particular gift is rare among our kind. Not many study it. Most prefer to learn about the more
Morning.
modern, human style of treating wounds.
No, she has not come in.
Not so much the traditional knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Well, you should definitely look.
Good luck. Alright.
Well, if you ever get the chance to meet her, I'm sure she'd be willing to share some information on how to use them.
Maybe later.
That would be...
I'm not sure if she'd ever come inside the walls ever, or any time soon, I should say.
I see. Unfortunately, Lethal and myself have quite a bit of work to get ready for. Though, luckily for me, I don't have all the supplies I need yet. The weaponsmith is still working on finishing all of the arrowheads for me. Until those are ready. If an opportunity would present itself, I would more than love to go out and go visit with this elf if they would not mind company of another high elf.
We stopping by the Dryad.
Well, if I ever go out to see them again, especially if you enjoy this tea so much, I'd be more than willing to give.
It is definitely from South Gradia.
Interesting.
It is not an Immelman blend, but it is familiar to me, the taste.
I'll bring back
The merchant families there are gifted in their knowledge of tea, some of them quite passionate about it.
I will.
Much as they care about their clothing, they care about their tea.
Yes.
Well, if you can't win a Gradden's coin, you can always win them with tea.
I will let you know.
It's so true. So rare to find someone familiar with them up here.
Oh well, I was born there. Raised nearly my whole life.
And you have ended up here. What a journey that must have been.
It wasn't too hard. Running with the occasional bandit or two, but they left me alone once they saw it. No value to me.
I can certainly see that the experience has etched itself upon your body. The way your muscles are built, the way you hold your arms out. Ready for an attack you are.
Well, when you're out on the streets, you gotta learn a thing or two. Otherwise, you might just end up dead as well.
Let us hope not. I would be sad to be cut off from this wonderful tea and this elf living out in the swamps. It is bringing up memories of things that happened to me. It has been some time since I've last been in Gradia. It is a bit of a trip nowadays, given all that is happening in Vernvalder.
I heard that
Sip
they even
counter.
closed down all their holds, and whoever was left behind's still locked within them.
I have heard that as well. It is not much that frightens the dwarves of Vernvalder. They are, of anything, capable warriors, known for their prowess in battle, especially within their own stone. What could drive them from such a place, one wonders.
Who knows?
Only they, and I assume they would not share that knowledge with outsiders. She's digging to see if he knows anything.
Either way, dwarves are locked in their holes, and not like any of us could really coax them out.
No, it would be a fool's errand to go there and ask them to open their gates once they have sealed. When was the last time? Oh, so many years ago, I imagine, for your kind. The last time the gates of Vernfather were sealed.
It's been before my time, at least.
Oh, yes. I think the Drow, if I recall correctly. And some kind of clan war. Before that.
Wouldn't be too surprising to say the least.
They used to have quite a number of battles among their clans in there. They would get into all matter of war, and then some of them would end up banished, and out here they would establish forts in places of stone that they would dig out of the ground. But, unfortunately, they didn't quite have the study of the land and the climate. And so they would make their forts underneath. They would build their stone underneath the ground and not realize that every couple of centuries a great flood would come by. And thus they would get flooded out of their beautiful new homes, leave so much behind as they left. It was a sad thing for them. Traveling to such places was a interest of mine for a time. I did always love discovering things of the elder craftsmen, things that would last years long after their masters had departed the world. God, I really do like her new voice. Jack is shy.
kind of funny, now that you mention it. Before come here, used to be a bit of an adventurer. Went and did some missions for the guild. And be surprised at what you can see. Ancient stone ways, pit traps still full of spikes, but badly rusted, and
She's very interested right now.
the occasional acid pit. You'd think every once in a while you'd fall in, but the stone stayed sturdy enough that it'd hold your weight, even if somebody as heavy as a dwarf.
You have experience with one of these places.
Guess you could say.
I'm
Didn't really stay too long, though.
I'm not aware of any near Castle Hedwick that have not been explored thoroughly.
It's on one of the smaller towns north of here, or northeast of here, sort of on the border of Hayloth. Forget the name of it, but afraid I don't think anybody's really been heading there. City Empire.
Really? How very interesting. If you ever felt like telling a story to an elf, I would certainly love to hear it. Journeying to those sort of places is a pastime of mine. It would be a number of years from now. You want to wait for those places to settle back into their quiet states. They get all disturbed every time people visit them. But I'm sure a century or so from now, I would be able to go in if I only knew where it was.
Well, maybe if the good people of Ireland are able to push back the Empire, might be able to one day.
Oh, the Empire. The enemy of flame. So they have overtaken it then.
Quite possibly.
That is unfortunate. They are destructive in a way few others are. What they cannot understand they burn. What they cannot burn they destroy. By all manner of explosive and dangerous thing. Whatever it takes. They are terrible, cruel people.
It's true. I've heard of the things they've done, the things they do, and what happens to their people when they bend the knee, say.
Fire and flame.
It's not pleasant.
The Empire of Fire. Well, Mr. Jack, thank you so much for sharing this tea with me. If you can procure more of it, I would be more than willing to buy some of it off of you at some point. Especially for another tale, if you would indulge an elf.
I wouldn't mind. I'll definitely have to go and get some more then.
It would be appreciated.
Indeed. Sorry, let it be my treat. I'll see that you're paid.
I appreciate it.
How delightful.
Well, I do have some business to conduct at the tavern owner, so I'm gonna go and head over and talk to him for a little bit, but it was a pleasure meeting.
And you as well, Mr. Jack. Have a good day. And her voice sounds so different. Night-night, Mom. Yes, she does. She specializes in
Have a good day.
short bow.
Any of you seen the armor smith above?
Nay, he has not been within.
Great. One time I actually need to speak with the knife here. He's
You
got a
know,
lot.
lethal.
That's alright.
We will speak once we have returned. I do need to speak to the woodworker, but I imagine that they will probably be out watching the show now.
Maybe you'll find him there, but
Well,
he said that he needed to go to the butcher.
I'm afraid I must get started. So I'm going to return to the workshop.
All right, I will join you once I have found my wood. I can at least get started on some of these,
Indeed.
on some of the shafts, if nothing else.
Of course.
Have a great day, Authorial.
Good luck.
You as well, my dear friend. You have gifted me with something unimaginable. At least 2 of them I will bring back to you, sir.
Thank you.
Of course.
I appreciate it when you bring it back. Most people just leave it.
I have all the time in the world, as it were. It is no matter to bring some back for you, to help out.
I see.
That is a little bit of her flaw activating. When she says stuff like that, that's her bragging, basically, that she's better than humans and she lives forever, essentially. So, when she's doing stuff like that, that's what that means. That's what something like that means. Basically, I'm better than you because I'm older than you, and I'll never die. You, I remember from yesterday. If we're gonna have any trouble today. Yes, that's what I thought. Hello, Chris. I assume that's what your name is. I only got a second to look at it. So, Ethereal is a tomb raider, basically. She specializes... Oh, there you are. Edo. Hi, you.
I'm Authorial. Oh,
Hello. I have a request for you.
mm-hmm.
I need a pricing
What do you
on
need?
wood, quite a bit of it. 12 cords of it.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Well, fortunately, I have no wood for sale at the moment. It's all accounted for. You could head out to the mill and grab some. They've been selling it for, they said 8 copper each.
Where is the mill located?
So if you go across the bridge and then follow the path to the right, you'll see the sawmill next to the village out there.
Next to the village. Very well.
Yeah. Oh, the last time I was there, I didn't. They were there in the morning, but I didn't see them on my return trip there. So you'll have to see if they're still there.
I will do so. Hopefully they're there. It's still the morning.
Yeah. Unless they're going to see the fight, because I think that's happening right now.
No. Would you introduce me to them once we get there?
If I see them,
Yes.
they're actually. I had not seen them before. Usually, Cole is there, but he's not there today.
Ah, I see. So she specializes in tomb raiding. In particular, her gift is with understanding how ancient tombs, weapons, and traps work. She's a master of those things.
No, I don't know where he ran off to. I swear to God, if you find him, if you see him coming in from the gate, on his way in, you can pop him left.
I have a matter of wit to speak with you. Yes, to prepare them into chefs would be even better.
You're just in time. Here to place the bet.
No, just looking for that fine young lady.
Which was worse to bet on, the Bjorning or the Bjorning?
Sure you can't place the bet at the same
I am sure. Thank you, though. I appreciate the offer.
Alright.
Come along already. Come on.
Come on, make some bets. It's the Cyclops and
right here.
what's the other fella's name? Lucky. I think his
I don't want. I guess I have no
you.
choice.
No. Nice ride,
I'll bet 3 copper.
Cyclops.
Okay, we'll lie. I bet.
Ursa.
Okay, alright,
How about you last go, you better on?
Oh, no one for this fight. Thank you, though.
Left side. Left side. Cyclops.
In a bad place.
I'll take 10 copper on the Cyclops.
Thank you very much.
That's a great voice.
Which one's the Cyclops? I ain't got to see any.
Yes.
I think that's everyone.
The paler one.
So, a Tomb Raider class with Fletcher profession. Yeah, she just takes whatever job is necessary. She can pretty much do almost anything, honestly, except for weaponsmithing and armor smithing. Smithing requires a lot of study and work and muscle, which she doesn't have. But anything with wood or natural things, like she can hunt and...
Normally, wears an eye patch.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see from over here.
Yes, I have a question for you if you have a moment. You don't have to look at me, it's fine. You can pay attention to the fight. I need 12 cords of wood. Would you be able to have that available for me by tomorrow?
Tomorrow can do.
Alright. How about more?
What was that?
How about more? I need 24 in total.
24 in total. I can do up to 14 by tomorrow,
Alright.
and then I can do the rest the next day.
I think 14 by tomorrow would be perfect. A question for you then. Will we watch the fight? How much would it cost?
Let's see. Any specifications on the wood?
Oh, if you would like to cut it into shafts for me, that would definitely work. 10 per wood. Ooh.
Alright.
Don't let me distract you from the fight.
Sorry, it's hard to think numbers.
Yes, enjoy the fight.
Thank you. I'll get back to you.
Come on. Oh, where are you jumping? Okay.
The performance has gotten a lot better in the map.
Bela, don't make me lose to La Fan.
You trying to fight him or kill him?
Go on, Baylor. Teach him a lesson.
I'm getting worried. What do you mean you're getting worried?
Come on, Aloy. Think about the money.
Because I got 3 copper.
Oh, he's crushing him.
Come on.
It's such a human thing to watch. Such a mortal thing to enjoy. Thank you for the follow, MCP. Wow. If it isn't my famous friend, MCP. Oh, Lyra over here. Yeah, she's wonderful. This is Lyra, by the way. Lyra, 121, I think.
Avon, Andre, Kazuki, go to spawn. I'll meet
Roger.
The ground.
Don't you fucking lose.
Come on, Baylor. Beat him! He's us!
He's just back and forth.
She doesn't like looking. She's not a fan of fighting.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Where's her?
Excuse me.
Come on, Baylor.
Stand up, Cyclops.
You handled more than that.
Baylor, show him a fucking lesson.
Oh, he's bleeding. Laying down his head now.
What's his name, Nick?
He bleeds well.
Yeah. Definitely been through worse though.
Just tell Baylor that.
Come on, Baylor. Come on.
Come on, Baylor.
What's he doing?
He needs to move a little slower so that Maple can see the punches. Because of the low frame rate, when you move really fast like that.
That's one charge.
Hit them where it hurts.
I like how they're acting like they're hurting and they're slow. Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Good time for the last fight, actually. Baylor versus Lucky. Come on, finish him!
Was that human?
No, they're not human. These are Bjornins.
Come on! Because I bet money on you. That's over his shoulder. Got his leg.
Excuse me while I fiddle with my headset.
Come out.
I want to say they're
I should punch him.
I have a feeling that I repeated yesterday.
Oh, come on, one eye. I'll bet money on this one.
Punch with some force, Baylor.
This has been going on forever.
Has it? They've been going on for Yeah, no, it's like long fights.
I don't have that kind of
Yeah, it's a
time.
long fight. Come on! As it should be, honestly. Yeah, this is a battle of the beasts. Come on. Yeah, they're like going for ages.
There you go, Baylor.
These are big men. No, come on, Unagi. Come on.
There you go.
And a story of blows is causing you to soundly lose ground. You'll have to think of something quick if you're to win this fight. Get in there. Come on, Cyclops, you gotta.
No.
Oh, this.
Someone stop him, Jesus!
Ooh. Oh, fuck.
Baylor, just give up.
Baylor, don't you dare give up. So they'll have fun what you're actually made out of.
No, blocked it with his weight. Come on. Just keep going.
So the two fighting down there are Maple Sage, who's the map builder. He made this beautiful map. Ooh. And the one down at the bottom on the ground is Tosha. That didn't work how it should have worked, but oh well. Very well. Now some grappling. Yes, it actually makes them tender. I should lose teeth here.
Baylor.
You got this, Baylor. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't bet anything, honestly, but you know, I had anything to bet.
This is why you do not fight the creatures like this up front. You strike them from safety, from a distance.
What did he say?
He said, say my name.
How were they, warrior? Even though you were banished when you came. But you came to my ring.
Banished.
Okay.
Tosha needs to slow down his movements.
This has got really interesting.
Oh. Hey, he's like banished, like, oh. I'm out of here.
Luggy.
Come on, Cyclops!
Use the strike to twist on your wrist.
Come on! Cut his hand! Use your other hand!
Come on!
He puts you in a chokehold for this beat.
He's gonna lift him up.
That's impressive. Like, bringing the legs that way.
If I knew what a pretzel was, this is what I would describe it as.
Come on. Oh.
It's almost like he's getting burnt.
Oh.
Oh my god, he choked him so hard he's frozen in place.
With Ulagi to his strength, a 7 on the dice brings him to an even match. The two of you, your strength at this moment will not be thoroughly on par.
Oh. The death comes. Oh. Right. Oh, damn.
Is anybody gonna get in there and stop him? I mean, they're locked up.
Your body track is
My money back.
Wait, he's really putting him in a chokehold. Choked him so hard he's frozen. Good job, man!
Oh my god!
Everybody get a drink of water.
Man's got deleted.
I thought he was gonna pass out with stuff right on top of him. Ooh.
Okay.
I think he did pass out on top of him.
Every single roll I made puts you guys
So, Lady Ursa, Lady Ursa. I think she might have crashed as well. Her fingers are moving, but she's not.
Jesus Christ.
The other Bjorning's gone.
He's passed out for a bit, so we're just waiting to see if we can back up.
We're just chilling.
Unfortunate.
It's getting there, though.
I'll do it.
Except I can't tell who's gonna win. Yeah, no, it's alright.
I love Tosha. That's Tosha, by the way, at the bottom down there. I lost my accent a bit because I got distracted. Oh, Mama Bun, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. My name is May. I love you too. My name is May. For those of you who are coming here who are new, we are participating in Fractured Thrones. I play a high elf, the eldest of all of them who is among here. She is ancient compared to these creatures. She...
Next time you're on the fight, be sure the bet on the dwarf. You're never gonna be disappointed.
Oh,
Absolutely, Captain. Absolutely.
Let's give him 3 more minutes. I can agree to this.
yeah, I can say he's a
So, Authorial, is over 1,800 years old. I think somewhere around there. She's been alive since the Third Era. She is an archaeologist.
I can see it.
Yes, I am indeed very quiet. It is just how I talk. So forgive me. And the voices around me are a little loud right now. Let me turn them down a bit so you can hear me a little better. There you go. How is that? I just happen to be quiet as I speak. But welcome, those of you who have come. I have been working. So, as I was saying, she is an archaeologist here. And what she does is she raids tombs. But in this place, she works as a fletcher. She makes arrows and prepares them.
This place is a lot less scary midday. It doesn't have the same. Yeah.
Nice and cool.
I'm not even sure it's mist. I think it's just stank coming from the ground.
I think it's just kind of the prevailing kind of shit.
It looks like he did a full crash.
That makes me want to stay here even less.
Everyone listen up. I'm seeing messages online on my friends list. He might be on his way back in. We're going to give it just an extended 2 minutes at this point just to make sure. Okay? Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, Lyra crashed there too.
That girl does not have shoes on.
Man, the Ornings all got clapped. It's crazy.
All but one.
Where is... You know what's interesting?
Just like the dwarves. It's the dwarves all over again.
Maybe it claps as he walks.
I know.
Ethereal doesn't like this character, so she's not going to speak to him. Yes, it is a fight ring. The two of them were fighting down there until Maple Sage, who was playing another Bjornen. Basically, think of them like a bear person.
So let's go ahead and get the arm lock back in place. We're going to have a fresh test of strength once everything begins and go from there. Maple, make sure everything is good. Get locked in. Everybody comfortable.
I love how Shinakami is the DM you hear speaking. He's a wonderful DM who's very capable of calling all of this stuff. Let me find where he is.
Ding, ding.
Maple's back in, and we are beginning the continuation of the fight. 3, 2, 1. Continuing. I'm gonna roll first.
Come on! Come on!
Come on! Come on, Baylor.
Come on!
Loggy, come on!
Give me that coin. So good for Baylor.
7 again with the Loggy's bonus. He's maintaining and holding strong. Neither side is coming out on top.
Come on!
Come on, Baylor!
I'm practicing my facial expressions right now. That's what I'm doing.
Doesn't look like you're doing so well. How about you?
Come on! Get in there!
I think he could come back already. Finish him!
Begin winning. He's gonna start gaining ground.
Finish him!
God, Yulagi's huge. Yeah, you have no... This is why you do not fight creatures.
Baylor, you are going to break free of whatever he's attempting to do and pull off what it is you aim to accomplish. Describe it to him.
Maybe I was mistaken.
I feel like I can fight him very well.
Oh, you have a turn. Good. Quite a fight.
Indeed.
He's just skinny, I guess.
I still going. I mean,
Log each of these blows as fatigued as he is.
I still going.
Behind the jaw.
Somebody's gotta drop here sooner or later.
This is why I would never want to face one of your kindred. Directly, face to face. There is no winning against strength of that nature.
Very true.
Where is he? There he is. Bring him in.
Thank you. The person who did this model is a magnificent model maker. I am blessed that she made her for me.
Somebody finish it. Come on, do some.
Baylor, please.
Come on, Psycho. Come on.
Of course.
Still going.
He is truly a Bjorn, is he not? Of the elders. No enemy defeated without being able to stand.
Well, I got all day I can watch.
The fight must be honorable. The victory must be earned with strength.
At least for one of them.
At least for one of them. The Cyclops.
With Ulagi's bonus, your blows are falling onto him, but he's continuing to crush you against him. His strength is incredible, and your injury is making it oh so painful.
He is crafty. Like a human.
You durable bastard. You're still awake, but you're fatiguing so much. Your claws coming out.
Yeah, I love them. For you're curious, the elder one with the gray hair is named Maple Sage. Played by Maple Sage. His name is Ulagi. The one closer here, this is played by Tosha. His name is Baylor.
Baylor, what are you doing?
Losing her money, as that's what he's doing.
He's nothing but a child after all.
I love the
Last time I trust me.
You either end it now, or you just make him look like a weak, pathetic thing. His strength deserves more honor than that. Comes to its conclusion. Strength is giving.
What a child. Disappointing.
Age.
Oh well, Cyclops.
Fuck, finally. Hey, I won. Oh,
wasn't with him today.
Would that be a tie? Did you get your money back?
Yes, there is something you can learn.
And so it is that the name of Ulagi once again rises above all. A worthy adversary he has defeated. She was complimenting him.
any sightings over any knowledge, you let God know, specifically the captain, right?
Alright.
Alright,
I
thank you.
will. No problem.
Ethereal is guessing that that's about the drow.
Right, you two, anyone coming out of the Pole District? You hear any of them talking about anything about that?
They were asking about her yesterday, and Ethereal caught it. So she has that in her mind. She knows that the drow is trouble. Alright, we'll go bother the wood lady later. I have 1 silver on me, or basically 70 copper.
If you see this Shellevith, whatever the hell this slave's name is.
See? That's what we're talking
please
about.
inform us immediately, alright?
Oh, yes, of course. I haven't as of lately, but I did
Hey,
know I
good
spoke to
morning.
Randall lately.
I'm here for the Hobbit.
Oh. Well, it's Ariel.
Hello. Maya, do you know... Are you headed in or out, or just being a hobbit and being all about? That was an intentional rhyme.
Yeah, I'm just being a hobbit, you know. Oh, you know, in and out, hopping about, hobbing.
Hobbiting about. I am headed to the, sawmill. If you wouldn't mind being my escort.
Oh, yeah, I'd be glad to accompany you, Miss Ariel.
I would appreciate it. We shall let you know if we see the drow named Servith.
Please do, because they committed a crime and we have to act accordingly. You know how drow are, especially slaves.
Oh, yes, I know. I definitely know.
Ah.
All right, Maya, let us see. I need some wood. Quite a bit.
Oh.
Hmm.
And,
I think
how have you been as of lately?
I have been well, my dear. Actually, quite well, if you can believe it. I managed to get an order. An order of arrows, 240, if you can believe it. I'm going to be quite a busy elf over the next few nights.
Oh. Well, that's great to hear, actually.
It is indeed.
Sounds like...
Come along.
Oh, sorry. Just, 1 second, Miss Ariel. Hi, Brian. Were you here to make your order?
This is Ethereal being discreet.
Oh, no, it's just,
He did.
I'll probably be going later. I'm just gonna be accompanying, Miss...
If you're gonna go later...
I think Lyra would beat both of them.
I'll talk to you later.
Ulagi.
Okay, sounds good.
His name shall be spoken.
I really appreciate
He has defeated another worthy adversary. Maya, shall we?
Oh, yeah, yes, of course.
You will never attack anybody in my tavern again unless you want to be bawled like that drow. Am I
Morning.
Good
Coming through.
morning.
Excuse me.
Morning.
Good morning.
Sorry.
Perhaps you should take better consideration to the kinds of people.
So, Miss Maya, how was your previous day, since you were so kind to ask me about mine?
Well, it's been good, I suppose. Really can't complain. Saw a lot of old friends, you know.
You would never complain. Go ahead and lead, I will follow.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, it's been nice. Like, met up with a lot of old friends and met a lot of new people too.
Old
Lots of friendly
friends
faces
and new people. How wonderful.
Well, it has been kind of wonderful. Lately, I guess. Oh.
Not any business of ours.
Yeah, those characters are getting into position.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I saw a bunch of bees.
Maya,
Oh, yeah,
shall we?
flying around.
To the sawmill.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Sawmill.
That's all right, I understand. Distraction is your gift.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Miss Maya. You mentioned old friends
Yeah,
and
yes, of
new
course.
ones. Are you familiar with someone by the name of Jack?
Jacka?
Jack?
Oh, yes, I've met Jack before. I spoke to him just today, actually.
What do you know about him?
He's
Ah, Lady Bjornin.
Yes, sorry I left in such a rush. It's a disappointing morning.
Understood.
Yes, but for a silver 75, I can provide you the wood.
Silver 75. Shelby, did you say 14? Was that correct, or 12?
For 14 today, or tomorrow. Yes.
14 tomorrow. Perfect. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. I will let you know if I will have more for you on the next day, or if I will. I'm visiting the sawmill now to see if I can get the rest delivered. That way I can finish it all in a couple of nights. It is quite a big order for me.
Understandable.
But if not, I will come to you for the rest.
Sounds good. I am actually going there right now to cut my own wood, so.
Oh, perfect
This will
timing
be an
then.
awkward situation where we split ways and then meet up again.
No worries. I am busy enjoying my company with this young hobbit here.
Hello.
I thought you were a child.
What?
Good to know you're a hobbit.
Yes, I'm a hobbit.
She is dirty like a child, but she is in fact a hobbit. That's ethereal.
I'm a dirty little hobbit.
They were absolutely drunk yesterday.
I did, in fact, the first time I did encounter her, I recall that she was stumbling about all lost and forgetting everything, including her own name.
I got the thirst in my veins, you know. I can't go a day without. Well, I mean, I shouldn't divulge too much. Pleasure to meet you, by the way. My name is Maya Featherfoot. I'm a farmer.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Yurza.
And Yurza here is a warrior.
Nice to meet you, Yurza.
A warrior of the Bjornen. Look at the way she...
I'm just very big.
Look at the way she stands. The confidence in that stance. The careful adjustment of her weight. This is a lady who knows when she is grounded.
Whoa. Actually,
right.
I do recall her facing down the ox that was in the field just. And
That's right. I took its horn as a trophy.
I was retreating at that time, so I admire your courage.
I was retreating at the time. Oh.
Yeah, I was running.
The grace of hobbits.
I was hiding too, actually.
So, Maya, shall we continue?
Oh, sounds good.
Yes.
Nice to meet
I'll see you there, likely.
My lady.
Yeah, see you there.
My lady. Although a tiny lady you may be, a lady you still are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, my lady. Oh. Is that what I call you, or?
I know I am no lady of the house. I am just an elf.
Oh, so should I call you?
Ethereal will do.
Ethereal.
Yes, no titles are necessary for me.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Her voice got a little sad there, because she's thinking of the lady of Analaman.
Well, it's such a nice day, you know.
It is indeed.
Oh, nice.
I imagine for one such as you, every day is a beautiful day that has sunlight out. You seem to be a creature of sun.
Yes, I do happen to love. I feel awful. I told these ladies to meet me.
Well, attend to them then. Is that the sawmill I see?
Oh, hi. Hi, Penny. Oh, and...
Am I too late?
No, I'm sorry. I'm actually the one who's late.
I was bringing her to you. She got a little lost and kept up in the castle.
I appreciate it. Am I too late for the lesson? Should we just go to field work, or?
I literally lucked out on missing some kind of side story thing. So that works out for me, I guess. Whatever all those fine young gentlemen are doing in the castle. I suspect we're not going to have the sawmill people here. Oh, this is it is unwise to be out here on your own. I can always come back out one more time later on. I do indeed. Lyra's character took down a boar single-handedly. Literally with a single hand. There we are.
Of course. Is he inside the city? Have you seen him today?
I saw him today, and he was just like over
So, if you notice, she brought up the subject of Jack, but when Maya wouldn't volunteer any further information, she let it go. That's one of her subtle ways of digging out information from people. She sees how comfortable they are talking. I basically took all of her wood for tomorrow. So here's the sawmill. There's no way I'm gonna make wood on my own. Manual labor is not a thing of elves. It's quite a distance, I just barely spot him. I wonder how she looks like this. Oh, she doesn't quite look proper. How about here? Not quite proper either. I guess it's hands behind the arms. There you go, that's the only way she can do it. This is a sad thing to say here, all the wood that has been destroyed. Oh, I missed another thing. So, those of you who know people, that's what I just saw was Saravitha. But there is absolutely no way Ethereal would identify her. She has no idea who's under that cloak, nor does she care. That person just looks like a thief, and Ethereal wants nothing to do with them, so she's going to avoid them as best she can. By the way, I've been working on my voice here to make it more natural for how she sounds. I hope it sounds good. I noticed when I was listening to it that she sounds more feminine and more feeling than she did before.
do whatever you would like to. Okay.
No, we can look for him. I assured you, we have nothing better to do, right? We were just going to help you today.
Ethereal is not curious enough to follow that person. She has no reason to, so she's going to return back and work on a couple of arrows and spend some time with Lethal. Because we have a story to tell about Jack. So here's what Ethereal learned from Jack. That Jack is from a place north and west of here, or north and east of here. That he has been into a tomb that was only recently opened, which makes her compelled and interested in going. And it will pick at her flaw if she can find out about it. But it is under Empire control, and Ethereal can't do anything about that. So as long as the Empire's about, Ethereal's not going to go on her own. She'll wait a couple of centuries until they're burned out and dead, and then she'll go. You know, because no one else is going to bother going in there. I have 70 copper with me. Let's see, how much did she tell me? One silver, 25? Alright. I'm getting this stuff at a severe discount to what I should be. Oh, that's because of my boy Arn. Arn gave me a massive discount. Oh.
Pardon us.
Of course. That is a literal case of none of my fucking business. Where in the world are all the guardsmen? There's the dwarf again.
You too, lad.
Carpenter, I have a request for you. Not wit this time, something more up your alley, as it were. I will follow.
Alright. I guess we'll head over to the stand then.
The Lady Lethal and myself could use a Bower and Fletcher sign. Out in front of our shop.
Let's see. I can make one of those.
All
Also,
right.
I have something else you're interested in.
Wood?
Possibly.
Hopefully a lot of wood.
Unfortunately, with the way things are at the moment, there might be a delay on it because I got a couple other orders and I have to wait for payment for some others to even get the wood I need.
Oh dear, to get the payment, who are you buying it from?
I usually buy it from Cole, but he wasn't here today. Well, some of the other people by the mill were there, but they were charging 8 copper per wood, so they nicely brought it down when they realized I didn't have the coin for that, but yeah. I don't know if there was... Oh, did you manage to find them when you went over there?
No, sadly there was no one there except for your lady friend over here.
Well, I guess if you had to, you could get it from them, but I don't tend to buy from them. I'm sure they would upcharge me.
Yes. I do not mind who I work with as long as the product is acceptable. The more work that can be done at the appropriate price, I'm willing to negotiate on. Unfortunately, though, my order is quite large. 10 pieces of wood, 100 arrows. Quite a bit of work.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, you could possibly go out there and check again. Otherwise, you might have to wait for tomorrow, possibly, if they already packed up for the day.
It's possible. I will go check once more just to see. I ordered through her as well. I have 240 arrows to make, so it's going to be quite a bit of work for me.
Oh.
Oh,
Hopefully you at least get the money for it.
I do
That
indeed.
should last you for a bit. Now, let's see. So you need a sign like all the other stores have.
Aye.
I'm assuming. There's one other thing I can offer, but that's up to you. I can make a little, an additional sign possibly, or I could build it into your sign if needed. A way to tell that you're actually open or not. So no one just barges in on you, if you don't want them to.
Well, that would be difficult since we locked the door, but...
Yeah, but if
You
you're,
mean,
for example, you're private and you don't want them knocking on your door while you're trying to have a conversation inside, that kind of thing.
a undersign that indicates when we are taking visitors or when we are not. Well, tell me first how much the sign would cost.
Let's see. For just the sign.
Oh, thank you, Angie. Sorry I'm not replying to you
I could
much.
probably do that for.
I have to.
Would 20 copper be okay with you?
For a sign?
I think that should take 2.
Yes.
Well, actually, thinking about it, I might need the. I might have to get some metal bits from the blacksmith for it.
Aye. You should make sure you price it appropriately.
Yeah.
For her, she's thinking about.
I might have to get back to you on that actually, because there's a bit more into that than I'm thinking of. As far as the other thing, though, that would be 20 copper, which is just.
So 20 and
just
20.
A little, yeah.
Find out.
Although, as far as the sign, I'll have to ask Arn.
Understood. Find out how much and let me know.
I'll let you know, yeah.
For the undersign, I can pay you now if that will help you acquire some of the wood you need.
Well, like you're having trouble right now also getting the wood, and I have some orders I have to get done first. So I can get back to you at a later time if that's all right with you. And then I should hopefully have the proper price for you, and hopefully I'll also have the wood to make it.
Very well. I do not mind waiting, of course. Time is nothing to an elf.
Works for me. I gotta get back to this. Hopefully once I get this done, I can get all the wood I can need for a bit.
Good luck, then.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
Let's
see. Her voice is, yes, the fancy dude with all of the shit following him. That is, Mirandel, who is played by Bringus, if you go watch his stream. He, in Season 1, was the scribe in Layford. That boy yesterday walked into me multiple times. Whenever I was standing about, he would find me and intentionally bump into me. I don't know what his problem was, but whatever it was, it certainly did not make me think happy thoughts. Not like this beautiful area out here. Look at how beautiful it is. Off with you. We don't need any guards here. We are fine. Well, thank you for your hard work. This is called my RP walk, when I move my arms like this. And open we go. Lethal is not here. That is unfortunate. I guess it's time for me to go sit and watch. One of Ethoriel's favorite things to do is to one of Ethoriel's favorite things to do is to go stand out or go sit and watch people and try to guess at their lifestyle and who they are just by what they're wearing and observing the way they move, the skin they have, all that other stuff. So an example of this, I'm not doing her accent properly right now, but an example of this is there are times where she will watch Arn, the blacksmith. You'll see him in a blue shirt later on when he's not all undressed and being all manly. And he has this... I love her. I love Ursa. Let me see if I can smile as I'm walking by.
Indeed. I suspect believers are quite naive in some regard, especially when it comes to
you left?
Ashra's
well, maybe if he's still there, you could just go grab him. Like, I mean,
Christos, good day to you.
Good day,
once again.
I would
Yeah, so,
love a
okay,
meal
so,
if you would indulge me in such a thing.
Oh,
An ale?
Meal.
That would be...
Food.
Oh, meal. Sorry.
I don't
Yes.
think you.
Well,
think
a
you've lost
stew
too-
is about 15. A larger meal would be about 30.
15 would be fine.
Like,
All
I
right,
know
I
how
will
much
give you a
the
stew.
elves are, like,
Thank
good
you.
at, like, hand to hand and all that.
Thank you.
That puts her, let me see, 30, 70, 15.
I've never trained with it.
Well,
Better to make. Alright, well,
there's
I
bow
know.
stairs, but I always
55 copper left.
really taught me.
Wait, bow staff?
Which one of the boys?
You mean like those long sticks?
Did you mean the NPC or do you mean Christos here?
It was more of a.
Here you are.
It was a family.
I traditional stew.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Be able
I
to pick
will.
up anything you see on the ground in the woods and just
The artist's bowl of soup.
it's a long or short stick.
This actually makes me really hungry because it looks like a really good vegetable stew, doesn't it? Look at it. Does it not look like a wonderful vegetable stew?
You'd be surprised how much. Unless they agreed.
and if you guys want some more, I would
Surprised how much.
A runesmith.
A large stick it won't hurt you.
provide for you.
Oh no.
Make our food storage a little bit easier, probably.
No, don't worry. I've experienced it.
The one to my left over here, the man all...
She really likes using it. Okay, well,
the man with the bulging biceps is Captain Panda.
I would like to experiment. That is, you know,
look.
my first time.
Like I've known a few people. I've known a few people
Make
in
sure
my
not to
time.
burn the
So,
entire place down.
you know.
So Ethereal has figured out he's getting a heat rune.
Yes.
Cook, it's morning your time. Have you seen the courier around? Green eyes, wears a hood, runs around all over town.
No idea. I haven't seen him.
Right, if anyone in this room lays eyes on him, you report that to any guard. You let us know where you saw him and when.
I saw him about 15 minutes ago, walking in the marketplace.
We've searched the market, but that's a start. Thank you.
Some a little while ago.
What's he done?
I can't remember when, but it was in the poor district. Maybe he's in there.
What he's done, Gary, squeeze your shoulder, is business of the crown, not of yours. Am I understood?
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like my Slurpees.
Okay, alright.
Lady Henrietta.
Reporting info, thank you.
Afternoon.
I'm not sure I could afford it until I get the payment from you guys.
Oh, hello.
Understood.
Now, with a tummy full of soup, she's gonna sit and watch people. There's a nice place to sit over here. I like sitting at areas where I can watch people come and go. I believe by tomorrow. That is Kazuki's character, by the way, you just saw run by. He's a slime mold of a person. He was trying to sell me fool's gold yesterday, but Ethereal, of course, being an old elf, is familiar with it. That's the man. Yes, I see you. Guardsman. These are the home of the armorsmith and the weaponsmith. He has a whole nother day before he finished my pieces, probably 3 days actually, but I need to get it ready for the guards in time, at least have something to give to them. If I don't have any arrows ready for them, then they won't be able to do their job, and they'll think I am not ready. Or not capable of doing what I need to do. And that would be most unfortunate. No, these people are all over looking for Cade right now. We keep running into each other.
We do. Have you seen Baylor anywhere?
Nay, not since his fight earlier.
Alright, I'll keep looking.
No, I have not seen him. Just Ulagi. There's our glowy fish.
Have a good day.
Still a fucking fish. Don't remember asking. Still a fish.
You were the one who initiated the conversation. I just thought I would let you know.
She's not mean enough.
I need this video. May I?
Sarah.
Fine. This is a private conversation, I assume.
And we do in fact have a place to sit. Perfect. Let's take a sit. What do you say, Chet? Say we have a nice sit down for a little bit. Oh. A booty call. Yeah, New Baylor does. The Slurpees. Let me see if I can get another window up here so I can bring you guys closer. I'm gonna have like 5 windows on the same, 5 versions of the same window. Here we go. Alright, so hello. Little granny cup of tea. Let's stick you guys on. So, what Ethereal is doing here is she's watching for people because she enjoys sightseeing, and she's an older elf, so she's never really in a hurry. Any place which is nice and warm and shaded is perfect for her. The manga I'm reading is I Must Protect the main girl's brother, I think. It's another one of those where a character gets reincarnated. Except this time, instead of being reincarnated as the straight up villain, yeah, it's an isekai. Oh, she's in a very awful family. Oh, you know what? I forgot to update my Streamlabs schedule. I'll do that tomorrow. So what we're doing at the moment is we're just watching people. I think most of our friends are all out. I'm a side character. Let's see. The way to protect the female lead's older brother. That's what it is. It has this beautiful, like, classic anime art style that I love.
Oh, sure.
That's Kazuki's character. And normally there's a lot more traffic out here. I'm actually honestly surprised there isn't much going on. You know, I had a friend recommend XXXHolic to me. I don't know what it's about, though. I dropped her accent again. I'm kind of taking a little break from it for a bit. Because of how difficult it is to do it properly with my voice. Lethal. Good afternoon. My governor, my dear. Oh, what brings you out of the castle on this fine afternoon?
I simply wish to have a walk.
I see.
And I've heard there is a drow in a green dress. On the loose.
In a green dress.
I was questioned. Indeed.
Would you like to go visit a place with me?
Outside the city or inside?
Outside.
I really do tire. Oh, yes, then of course. Be my pleasure.
I am going to visit the sawmill and see if there's anybody about since I need to buy so much wood.
I also need to buy wood.
Perfect then. Since I have bought all of it within the castle, we will have to go without. Let us see if the sawmill has some custom working for it now. The soulless one.
An idea, perhaps. One moment, Azaria.
Of course, being the little sunbug she is, she moves underneath the shade and waits here. Because she doesn't like being in the sun. Okay. Tsubasa, I've never seen. I have 55 copper with me. I keep that in mind, and say it out loud.
I thought perhaps it best if we hire some muscle to carry the wood for us.
Sir? Ethereal Anathanin? What is your name?
My name is Tang.
Tang. It is nice to meet you then, Mr. Tang. I am Ethereal.
It is good to meet you, Miss Ethereal.
So, shall we head out then? To the sawmill.
Lead the way.
I was fascinated by our young friend we met earlier, and the story he told. I have not told you what I was doing before I arrived in this castle. I was an archaeologist. It is more than a pastime for me. I think if you were to ask me, I would say it is my calling.
Hey, guys. Farmer asked me to go gather some people together if you're interested. There's farmer's trying to clear the field over here, way over there, and he said there's a competition for who can clear the field the fastest. And there's 50 coppers if you win. There's a bunch of people over there right now if you wanted to help out, and I think second place gets 30 coppers. You know, and I think you get something else just if you participate. I don't know. But it's for a rancher. I didn't know if you guys wanted to help out. But
Clearing fields is not a thing of elves, but thank you for letting us know.
Okay. Yes. I mean, you seem pretty strong, Mr. I think it was Mr. Tang. Is that right? I know we met.
Yes, but I am currently helping these two, I believe.
Mr. Tang.
Okay.
It is still going on.
All right, that's perfectly fine. I'll just wanted to spread the word like the farmer told me, but if you guys are interested, it's right down that way, all right?
Thank you, sir. I assume that is Miss Maya, of course. What a cute idea for how to do that. How very hobbit to make it a competition. A friendly competition, of course. It would never be hostile, because that is not in her nature. I believe the one before us is Gary, if I heard that name correctly.
You alright? Yeah, just you know how yawning seem to like vanish. Like you look at them, you look the other way, and then that's it. They vanish. They're like, it's like yawning's not. Okay.
So the sawmill is this way. We can head past the windmill to get there. It is where they are busy desiccating the forest over this way.
Yeah, I think I can see it from here.
Don't show one of the wood elves this sort of thing. They will be most distressed to see what is going on here.
Oh, I'm sure you would hate to see what all the stresses are real.
Over this is one of the few things I would share their distress about. However,
Excuse me, if I could interrupt y'all's little
no,
expedition out here.
you could not.
If you wouldn't mind my.
I do.
Oh. Well, in that case, apologies. I'll let you get back to it then.
Thank you. So, Mr. Tang, I gather we will have to cut down some of the wood then.
If they have not done so already, I believe we will.
I have not seen any woodworkers out here other than the lady Bjornen, who was here earlier. I can smell fresh wood, but I don't see any. Let me know, though, if you find any. Also, for me, I have an endless need of it. 10 logs, at least. Or 10 wood, I should say. Many arrows. 240 arrows. That's quite a lot.
That is a lot of arrows.
Indeed. But it is what you would expect. Yeah, at least we got some. That is a big. Wow.
Ah, I think I see a small hobbit working the fields. Is this your past?
What did you say?
There's a small hobbit working the field.
That part I heard. What was the next part?
Just I'm amusing.
Poor dear. Alright, shall we collect then? I think we have to pay the sawmill, don't we? If we're gonna take their wood.
But how much?
I don't know. Truthfully, I have no idea.
That would be good to know.
Yes, before we steal some. If we steal it, they're gonna come find us.
I mean, if these are the logs, they're hard to miss.
Yes. And of course out there, the beautiful forest that has been so destroyed. It actually makes her sad to see this.
Humans do not care. They simply don't.
They should be replanting it. But I do not see any saplings being brought over. On the other hand, I do see someone running through the forest. They look like a ghost. Just barely. It is only thanks to my elvish eyes I can see such a thing. I have seen people running all about today. Very well. So, shall we, I guess, take down 1 log each? I think he could probably carry 2 on those very capable strong arms of his.
Indeed.
Though generally I'm not a fan of manual labor. I can... Oh!
Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No worries.
Dealing with some things over there. I'm the lumbermaid's assistant.
Perfect.
How can I help you today?
We would like to get 2 full logs loaded up on the strong, strapping creature here. And we would like to purchase them from you.
That makes my job a heck of a lot easier. All right. Logs. That'll be over here, I believe. This way,
Mr. Tang.
Middleman. Mr. Tang.
Metal Man.
How much wood did you need?
Too much. This will not satisfy enough. But it'll get me closer, and if I have it actually cut down, I can work on the arrows.
Yes.
So, shall we? We should know how much we have to pay. That is a most impressive display. Magnificent.
Oh yes, I think I've only ever seen the other large woman carry him quite like that.
Oh yes, indeed.
Right, well.
How much do we owe you?
What is your? That would be 10 copper for each log.
10 copper for each log.
Yes.
Mm.
Unrefined, so it's a little bit cheaper than something like a plank.
Here you are, 20. Oh, did you need any?
If I could have your.
I do indeed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not very much.
I'll take 10 back there.
Perhaps I should take a quarter since you need so much wood.
No, it is fine. Take what you need.
10 copper. There you go.
That puts me at 45.
Thank you. Okay, well, what is it? It's still 2 then, yes, I think.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
I paid you
I'm
for
not so good
one.
with the math.
She paid you about the other. That would be 20
Yes.
copper total.
Of course, yes, that is true. I can I can count to 2 at least. I've managed that.
Good. You've got that many
What is,
fingers left.
Well, they're sort of. I guess I do. Anyway, what would be your names? This is Mr. Tang, is it? And you two fine lasses would be?
I am Ethereal the Fletcher of Castle Edwick.
Ethereal the Fletcher.
I'm the bower.
Certainly you have a name.
You need not trouble yourself with my name.
Well, all right. I'll simply call you the bower, and
Ethereal.
Well, I guess that'll do. Ethereal, yes. Sorry, you're it slips off my tongue quite a bit. Well, if you do need me, just call out for Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Me.
So shall it be. Thank you,
Yes.
sir, for the purchase. Let's not keep
Glad I could be of assistance.
this gentleman waiting much longer. We will follow you back. We are by the church.
I believe you know where that is.
I do now.
Within the castle, that is.
Logs.
Yes.
Do have a lovely rest of your day.
There is a gathering there of people who are wearing little clothing. Ah, and if I am not mistaken there, I will join you, Miss Lethal, in a moment.
Okay. You two have fun.
Good luck.
If you need any help, whether it's taking care of a nuisance
I heard about that. I'm actually on my way there. This man is asking about your kind disappearing or something. Actually, you know what? You know what,
Yeah,
lad?
yeah.
He might be able to fill you in on this
Okay.
much better than I could.
Okay, alright.
He wishes to ask you about the apparent yawning disappearing act.
No, like, okay, so it's like, for example...
I need to yell at Captain Panda not to take out of character stuff and bring it in character. He shouldn't be asking about that kind of thing. Even jokingly, it can disrupt the RP for other people. And that's something we want to...
This ethereal.
Oh, hello. Shortcut. Oh, look at him go. Do you ever wonder if the bridge would buckle beneath him?
An interesting question.
We will have to pay him for his effort. What would you think would be the appropriate 2 silver? Or no, excuse me, 2 copper. Maybe 5 copper?
Perhaps 5.
Alright.
He has not complained.
It would be un-elvish of us not to pay the appropriate fee. Elves always pay for their work. Would you lead him in? I need to talk with the guards for a moment.
Of course, that's Good day to you, guard.
You were asking about Mr. Arcade, if I'm correct.
Yes, we got a fair bit of information about his old companion.
Oh, okay, so you are done then. I was gonna say, I just saw him. He's headed to the farm.
Interesting. Well, I don't have jurisdiction out there, sadly. I only have it here.
Alright. No worries then. Have a good day, guardsman.
Thank you for telling me. You as well.
Yes, she is a little shit. No, she hates humans. So she will sell that boy's soul out without a question. That one over there she's most interested in. She's seen him hanging out with Wolfire over here quite a number of times. So she's assumed they know each other in some way. Or that's where he's getting the tea from. Oh, you know, I did actually ask Wolfer something.
Let's go speak in your shop.
Madam, to my inquiry of a few days ago, do you recall? An herb for treating blood loss.
Ah, yes, the blood loss. I still have not yet found it.
Right. It's not about finding it. I was just curious if you know someone who would have that information.
Oh. I haven't seen her in today.
Her?
Yes.
Ah, all right. I don't think I've met them. I haven't actually met a herbalist in the area about. Guardsman?
Apologies, ladies. A moment of your time. If you happen to see a female drow about the place, wears a hood usually, chains, makes a lot of crinkling noises or whatever, be sure to inform one of the guardsmen. We'd like to ask her a few questions.
Understood.
Alright, thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
There.
Also, if you have any other information about her, please inform one of the guards.
Of course. They certainly seem to be quite interested in this drow that they keep speaking about.
I have not seen a drow all day.
No, not since yesterday. In fact, I didn't even see one then. So, I had heard about an herbalist who was a fan of tea, who had brought an elvish tea from Gadia earlier. I was just curious if they were the same people.
I don't know, to be honest.
I see. If they should come by sometime, I would be curious to meet them. Feel free to send them my way.
Oh well.
Good day to you then, Miss Wolfer.
Ah, good day to you as well.
Well, that got me my wood, so I can actually start my first 20 arrows. 2 of 24 down. So we will represent that by actually making 2 arrows today. Fully fledged, everything but the tips on them. We'll have to go find Arden to see if he has any tips ready for us. If he does, then we can start finishing them. I can get them their first 20 arrows. Oh, excuse me, 10 arrows. I only got 1 wood. Who is this pretentious asshole pacing in front of the place? Here. That was not an ethereal thought. That was a May thought.
I will pay you 25 coppers right now to start work immediately.
You know what? I can do that. I do have some
Very
time.
well, sir.
I think I can pull that off and get it to you by tomorrow.
Understood. Well, let me write up a bill of sale, and I guarantee you, with my signature on this bill of sale, the terms that we have discussed will be followed to the letter. Does that sound all right?
All right.
Good.
So, you're saying 25 copper now and 1 silver later?
I think people
Absolutely.
want.
I can do that.
The wood has been delivered.
Wonderful. I am get ready to start making some arrows then. Or at least the shafts. Standard spine. They will not be customized for the bows that they shall be fired from. Much to my sadness.
Thank you.
Of course, the bows will be unworthy.
Oh, that's already the case right now.
And he's a Dowey.
The bows will
So
be
you know
fine.
he's a right good cast.
The bows
Let's
will...
go to the market.
Thank you, Andrew. Oh, let's. All right.
You do not question the bows. Oh, if you wish to accompany me, you may. I presumed you had business.
I do. Although I am being entertained by a free show.
For a day or two. That would work for me. Make sure I can give more time to clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll let you get to business. It seems like
I'll do it.
you have 1 or 2 others perhaps waiting around to do business, so
No
I'll
ver.
have more of your time. Thank you very much.
Oh, you've drawn a crowd here.
Oh, well, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I was actually showing
Kinsman,
someone
remember
Thank you for
that
the
stall
follow,
in the corner?
Mad Max and Angie.
Yes.
Well, it kind of has 2 legs now.
Did you sit on it and it go?
I don't remember what I did. All I know is I woke up and the stool was... It's all like this and now it's like this.
We're gonna RP. We're gonna RP making some arrows today. What is that like, you ask? Allow me to show you. I'll show you actual fletching. As I do my slow-ass elvish RP walk. I'm gonna have to go here in about 30 minutes, sadly. That's it though. I hope you all are having a good stream here. I'll be able to actually talk with you while I'm working on this fletchings. In this RP, we actually do our jobs. We don't just say, oh, I'm gonna make some arrows. You actually have to fucking make the arrows. Same with the bows. You have to actually go out and make the actual bows. So we have a full tiller and lathe here. So she has all the tools she needs to actually do it. The proper lathe laying thing here where she puts like that and she like that. So let me get myself prepared here. This is also why we don't have colliders on things like this, because it makes it a lot easier for us to sit down. So, how do we fletch an arrow? So there's no reason for me to spawn a, actually, does this spawn a stick? Oh, there we go. Alright, so this is what we'll start with after we whittle down the wood to get it to the right size. And this is what's called a fletching jig. So you actually will put the shaft in. Oh, this is gonna hurt my back. There we go. And then what you do is you tie it down. So on each side there would be winding wire here, and I'd wind the wire around and tie it down so that the arrow will stay absolutely still. And on there, you'll start marking your things. So the first thing we'll do is mark the length. And we'll mark where we're going to put the knock, which is the part that the arrow string goes into. And then we'll mark where we'll put the head. We'll start at 24 inches for a standard arrow. Stick his camouflage on the table. I make the arrows. The bow maker is Lethal, the other elf you keep seeing. So, let's say we put the mark on. Now remember, the first thing we did is we tie them down so that the arrow doesn't rotate or move at all as we're cutting things. We cut it down to the correct length. Now we've marked the nock on here and we've cleaned up the end. We've decided where we're going to put the head, where we're going to mount it. I don't have heads right now, so we're not going to bother. But I'm going to pretend this is the nock side. So you mark the nock, and you usually have a file. So normally I'd have a file here, and I'd go like that and file the nock out. You want it to have the correct amount of depth, where it's just deep enough that the arrow will sit in the appropriate amount of length, without being too deep that the arrow would that the string would actually get trapped. If the string gets trapped in there, then the arrow won't be as accurate. It should barely just be enough to hold the arrow. So we rasp off the nock. We take twine and we'd wrap it around the nock to prevent the wood from splitting. It'll reinforce and strengthen it. And you do what's called a bower's knot. There. Wrap it up, tie it back, cut it. That's enough for it. Okay, the next part, the actual fletching. So what do we do with the fletching? Well, we take a feather like one of those, and we lay it out like this. And we'll split it down the middle. It makes a sound when you do this. It goes. That's as you split in all the individual strands, or the fibers within. So we split it in half. It's to thin out the side of it. And then what you do is you'd mark, usually you can get 3 fletchings out of a single feather. These are all going to be right-handed arrows. So they'd be from the right wing of a turkey. And we'd cut them to the correct length. And that's our 3 fletchings for an arrow. So, we've got our fletchings now. You take them out, and we'd have a natural glue here. Put the glue on, and mount it on the arrow. And this is why you tie it down. So as you mount it on the arrow, to keep the arrow from moving as you're doing this, or from vibrating as you turn it, because you're actually going to turn it to place the next fletching on. Now, using a jig like this, you'll actually know the correct place to lay the next fletching. You always want to lay it up, because gravity will hold it against the shaft. So we do the next one. We take the next fletching off, put the glue upon it, natural glue, of course, animal glue, and then very carefully mount it perfectly still. And you got to give it time to dry. So while it's drying, I'll look at you. Hello, chat. I hope you're all doing well. Okay. And twist it again. Final fletching. Now, when I'm saying fletching, you actually cut off a little bit of the burr of the feather towards the pinion. We're going to glue the third one on. And the reason why is you want to leave just a little bit of it clear on the end here. Why do you do that, you ask? So that I'm going to take my twine here. The arrows have been glued on, or the fletchings have been glued on, but on both the front and the back, we're actually going to tie on thread. You want to make it completely even and perfectly smooth. You do not want any disruption here. Any disruption on this part will make the arrow not fly true. Modern times they'll use a friction shrink wrap, but these times we would use just twine. Again with the knot. And then we back wind it a bit and then cut it. And then do the same on the back side. The glue will keep the Oh. The glue will keep the fletchings from moving and keep them flat against the body. The twine will hold them. Stop grabbing. Got such grabby hands right now. The twine will increase the life of them so they won't move at all. So again, forward about 8. And then you go way forward. You do a couple of windings. Run the end of the string back along. And then you back wind. And the reason why you back wind is because the tension will keep it from unwinding in the future. And there you go. Now we have fletchings on an arrow. Now when I actually go and do proper professional fletching, the thing I will be doing for people is I'll actually be sitting with them and something called the dynamic spine. So, let me give you an example here. Let's take a bow. I don't want to take a stringless bow. I think these are all spawners. Oh, yep, it's a spawner. Okay, so let me be very careful about this. So this is what's called a bear shaft. So the thing about firing a bow is that as you draw the string back, your arrow's going to come into line. Like this. When you're holding it at rest, it'll be like this. But you draw it, it'll bring it in line like that, down on your target. Hopefully, I don't know which eye is being captured right now. When you fire, take a look at what's happening here as we get ready to fire. The arrow, the thread on the bow wants to fire the arrow through the center of the bow, but it can't do that. So what has to happen is the arrow actually has to flex about. It's called the archer's paradox. So as we shoot it, the arrow bends around the bow like that. It's called dynamic spine. It bends, it actually flexes. Getting that flex to be the right amount of flex for the bow you are using and the person you're shooting is what a fletcher specializes in. We customize arrows to be the correct weight, the correct dynamic spine, the correct fletchings to rotate and spiral the correct way, and the correct head type or tip. So in my case, I'm putting iron tips on these arrows. They're going to be bodkins, which are used for going through plate steel and plate iron. The dynamic spine, which is what I was talking to the young lady about, is going to be set at a medium, or about 60 pounds of force. That's about the average for most bows. So 60 to 65 pounds of flex, dynamic flex, and a 500 grain tip on the arrows. But if I was actually doing this for somebody, I would customize it for them. Now actually, let me do a fletched arrow in there. Let's see, we're going to do a bodkin. That's a broadhead. This is more of a bodkin type. And the one next to it, the badass thing next to it, is a bolt, which we'd use for crossbows. There you go. And that's what it looks like at the end. So this is where I was twisting the twine on both ends here. One end here to keep it stable. We glue the rest on. One end here, and then the knock would be here. He doesn't actually have the knock in these arrows, but the knock would be here. And it would be a very tiny knock, because she's an expert craftsman, so she wouldn't make an extra knock. But there you go. Yeah. They spin. And they spin either right-handed or left-handed. So if you look there, those are all I might have to pull one out. Let me pull one out real quick. Oh, there it is. So, this is a right wing. So it's going to have a right-handed curve. It's going to spin this way. You want all of your fletchings to come, at best, from the same wing, same feather. But if not, at least from the same type of wing, a right-handed or left-handed. For righties, of course, it would be a right-handed spin. For left-handed people, it would be a left wing, left-handed spin. But yes, they rotate in the air. Alright, so we made one. Let me fix my height here real quick. There we go. Oh yes, if you want to be really frightened, let me show you here. So, I actually have like the different spines, the weights that you use on a spine, the different ways the arrows actually knock when you fire them, and how to adjust the spining on them by making them smaller or increasing the weight, or getting different wood types. So all of this stuff I have actually ready. Because I did a lot of research for a couple of months when I knew I was going to be a fletcher. And when I knew I was going to be a fletcher, lethal.
Seems we have a new order.
Oh, what kind of order do we have?
A crossbow and some bolts from a young elf.
Some bolts. How many?
5 iron.
5 iron bolts. Very well. I will need to speak to Master Arden then.
It'll probably be some time. I don't have the necessary schematics for a crossbow. It's
A
a
specialization?
little foreign to me. Indeed.
Alright. Well, that is good news then. 5 iron, 50 iron bolts. Oh dear. I'm going to be quite a busy fletcher. Luckily though, you'll be making it, so I can make the fletching the correct weight for your crossbow. The bolts will never fly so true when they are not than when they are coming from your crossbow. Who was the elf, if I may ask?
The one before you.
Mirandale.
Indeed.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I learned he's only recently from S02E04. Only a year away. And himself a young elf. Which explains the Crotho, of course.
Of course. Functional, but not elegant, and there's a price to pay for it. You can't restring it and fire it quickly. A proper elf would use a bow, of course, because we can fire far quicker than any crossbow could.
There's, of course, aesthetics. Aesthetics of a crossbow are just off.
It is, after all, very mechanical, an almost soulless thing.
Yes, unfortunately.
I love this little place here. It feels like a little piece of... It feels like a little piece of home out in the forest for me for many cycles now.
rather nice secluded area.
Secluded, yet in the middle of a busy church. But it serves the purpose well. Me too. I would love to take an archery class.
Do you suppose, Ithariel, that we're inside or outside?
Of? Inside or outside of what?
I suppose that would define the answer then.
It is why I am troublesome for such verbal games. I tend to try to understand them. But if you were
How
to...
does it feel to you?
How does it feel to me?
Yeah.
How does what feel to me?
Does it feel like you're inside or outside?
Oh, I have forever been outside. It is the natural place for ethereal. That's a hint that ethereal is not her real name.
Strange under.
Strange? Well, I am a strange elf.
I haven't noticed.
It is the benefit of being elder. Eccentricities tend to get picked up, and people just accept it. Unless, of course, you are within Edgemethalos, where everything is so carefully structured. Even the words are known before they are spoken, among some of the houses. Your entire day is a ritual that has been known for centuries, and deviations are almost unknown or unheard of. It is why the young ones hate it so and escape, and why our kind are dying out. Because the eldest of us cannot change. As long as they remain within Edgemethalos, change will not come to elven kind.
Well, at least that we can agree on.
Aye.
But I
This is why
don't agree. Your assessment of the unchanging way for people.
Well, go to Edgemethalos and tell me what you say. Assuming they let you in, of course. I don't even know if I would be welcome.
I could return.
That is good then.
Yeah.
From the sound of your voice, it does not sound like something you enjoy the idea of.
I will return someday. Just not yet.
So many of us have said those words. I wonder how long you have been without. As you asked me before earlier, outside or inside? How long have you been outside?
For a long time.
Which is a long time for an elf, my dear.
More than half of my life.
A
I've
long,
spent outside of Ashmethalos.
a long time as a human would measure it. How many generations of theirs would that entail? Oh, I'd say 10 or so. So many. They don't even remember. Their people wouldn't even remember the places their great grandparents came from. That is how long it is for them. One of the things that was so incomprehensible to me when I was within Ashmethalos was how the elder there would tell me that to them, humans were not even rats, not even worthy of being pets. They would disappear so quickly, they would tell me. And I did not understand, and I was such a quiet girl. I did not understand what they meant. Now, of course, I do. This is why I do not get close to them. I mislike paying the price of losing others.
Loss will come eventually, Ithuriel. Whether human or our kin. Loss comes eventually.
If you get close to none, you have nothing to lose. I was here when this place was nothing more than a vale, barely even a village. It was beautiful, you know, like home. This fortress of stone, blemished, unmatched. The smell of offal and death, and the leavings of their people. They do not tend to the land. The things they make are not sturdy, and they do not last. It is hard to stay. It is why I have always left. And in some time I will leave here as well. I would like to not lose more things.
Simply the way of things, Ithuriel.
It is the way of the cycles. Welcome, sir.
Yeah?
Hello. You have... What is the question?
Are you the Fletcher?
I am indeed. How may I assist you? As a Fletcher? She added that last part because she doesn't like him. Oh, what type of tip do you wish on it? Bone, iron or steel? bone would be 50 copper for 10 arrows.
Ah, I see. Oh, thank you. That was my own question. I was.
Understood. Should you have such an order, feel free to ask. Oh, speaking of
Do
that,
you have leather prepared later? Oh. Okay.
Aye, I shall prepare it right now.
Good.
perfect. Speaking of that, I should talk to the butcher about some turkey feathers. I'm going to need quite a bit.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do you know perhaps where I might find some hemp fiber?
Oh, yes, of course. From the weaver? Or the
weaver.
or the farmer.
But do you know the weaver by any chance?
Yes, it is Miss Fastille.
Oh.
The elf in the fancy outfit we met a few days ago.
Indeed, Miss Castile.
Hmm.
The one looking for a bottle.
Yes, her.
Of course.
I haven't seen her since then, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh, perhaps I can try the farmer.
Hmm.
Your obsession.
Any, they can get you the hemp, and then you'll have to find someone who can make it into fiber for you to spin it.
Yes.
But yes, it would be her.
Oh, that's fine then.
Your voice says you are disappointed.
I just hope the hemp is up to the, I can sense that I'm going to be disappointed
It
with the
is.
quality
It's a
of the
beautiful
fiber.
area. She is capable at her job, if anything else, assuming she made her own clothing as she said she did. If she did not, she would be a liar. And that would be unbecoming of a craftswoman.
But not of a human.
No,
In fact, to be expected.
indeed. One thing that is charming about you. You are easy to read in your moods.
Perhaps only with you, with Ariel.
Oh, it's Christophe.
I believe he's working on some art for me.
What a good human, then, to actually do the work you ask. I can trust Bjornings to
I have
be...
found among... well, the Bjornings, yeah, they're, here to work hard.
Aye, indeed,
But among humans, I sometimes find some of them have a spark of creativity. Like a small flame.
It is what makes them dangerous. It is that spark.
It makes them useful.
Aye, indeed. It does indeed do that as well. It is when the spark is untamed and becomes an inferno that it is us who suffer. Because we cannot change as fast as they do. We cannot adjust as they do.
Mirandel, too, was
I love Darth
afraid
Quackers.
of the danger approaching from humans.
He of many would know he lives among them. When you told me he is young.
Indeed.
Hello, artist.
good to see you both.
And you as well.
Christos.
What brings you about?
I didn't really think about this bench, but it's a good little aesthetic.
Yes, it is a perfect elvish bench.
I was actually drawing your little commission that you gave me.
Ah, indeed. I had presumed as much. I'm excited to see the end result, Christos.
Though in the end it ended up being, well, your one was getting this street, correct?
Indeed. Just something to whet your appetite. Perhaps for a commission of a grander scale in future.
Well, with this street, it would be about, getting good detail from birds, it would be about, 35 copper.
Indeed. We'll discuss the price after the commission is finished.
Aye. Will do.
I do hope you're enjoying yourself, Christos.
Oh, I'm definitely enjoying it. It's definitely something different. I've never done something akin to... Well, I've done some cartography. It's somewhat similar. It's interesting.
Maybe he would do a sign for us.
A sign?
What kind of sign?
Ah. Yeah, you're right.
I have asked the woodworker to give me a price for one, but they won't be able to start for a bit of time because they don't have the parts ready. If we had a design for them, then that would help when they start. Perhaps that is something that Mr. Christos could help with.
I could definitely
Is this something you're capable of?
Sketch design.
Yes? Ah. Well, if you drop some concept, then I will take a look.
Let me see. And what would you like on this sign?
Just a note that there is a Fletcher and Bower here. Something obvious and doesn't require words, since most humans cannot read.
That is true, that is true. Very small amount, actually.
Aye.
How could they not read?
She is very carefully not answering that, because she wants
I'll gather a
this.
few concepts in there. We'll give some to you. See what you could pick out.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Christos.
Of course. I will let you two off.
One of
There.
them, in whom the flame burns, as you said.
Indeed.
Luckily, though, not intending to harm others.
No.
But to make the world a more beautiful place as he sees it. Or capture it. Yep, it'd be perfect. A bow with a cross,
Certainly a useful human.
Oh, yes, indeed. I shall go speak to the butcher then, and probably head to bed. It is getting about to that time for me.
No. Oh, I'm afraid I still have much work to do. And many people to speak to.
Yes, of
Perhaps I
course.
won't get to everything today.
A productive elf
There's
you
always
are.
another day. Mm-hmm.
Well then, Navier. Later.
Never.
So, Chad, I hope you like that scene. In terms, if you're curious, the young lady elf beside me is about 800 years old. I think, somewhere around 800, 900. She's about half Ethereal's age. Let me go fix this real quick. I got myself tied up around my chair. I don't know how I did this, but I managed to wrap it around twice. Alright, there we go. The boy comes out in my voice when I get frustrated. Although not really frustrated, just focused on something. That isn't my character talking. Alright, we're gonna see if we can find a butcher. Last time it was Zoran playing one. So she's gonna head to where she last saw him. Mirandel again. It's very interesting how this character is okay with him. And how Io thought he was a giant idiot and hated him. She hated him so much. Well, she isn't really a baby. She's an elf as old as me.
Same size with you.
Usually for a pair like those.
I love the dwarves over there. Being dwarfish. Butcher. I need the butcher.
Every time.
Sword fighting.
Does that make you better at sword fighting? He cut himself, no. Wow. Do you think you could teach me? No.
Knock knock. Knock knock.
Sorry. But yes, we are open. I looked like a bloody mess when I was cutting up an ox just now. Can I help you? See enough in this place.
Not usually. I haven't. You just wiped more of it all over yourself. I have need of goose feathers.
I know. Goose feathers.
Particularly of the wing.
We do have some poultry that was freshly plucked. But chicken feathers, not goose, I'm afraid.
Oh dear. Do you know anyone who would have that stutter was from her smelling. Goose.
Fletcher and Tom.
I am the
Maybe
Fletcher.
them.
That is why I need the goose feathers.
Oh! I apologize.
No
I
worries.
wouldn't know then. You can probably ask the hunter, Ulagi, larger Bjorning.
Oh.
See if he's caught anything large poultry like that. But here it's just chickens.
Here it's just chickens.
I'll see if I can go to Barley Road at some point and get an order of goose. Yes, that will be in demand, I guess, as of now.
Oh, perfect then. That will work. Would that be a day from now or 2 days? Either would work for me.
Let's see. I leave tomorrow. Or I should say earlier tonight. Travel on the road overnight. End up in Barley Row or arrive somewhere around midday tomorrow. If all goes well and we don't get attacked on the roads because of all these brigands and thieves and looters and all that shit.
Very well. Then I will come tomorrow evening to come collect her.
Right, do I put a name down? Your name?
Ethoriel. I am the Fletcher.
Ethoriel. Can I just say Ethel? Will that do?
No.
It's a long word. No. Okay, Ethoriel.
Would work.
I remember. You come midday, and if I'm not here, Petrus, I'll have a note. Here,
Very well.
Very basic.
Do you know how much the price would be? For, let me think here for a moment.
For the goose feathers, I mean, we mainly sell meat here, but for the goose feathers that are plucked, for a small or large, because it's a bit of a larger bird,
Yes.
it'd be $15 per plucking. $15? What a dollar? 15 copper per plucking.
I see. If I needed 10 of those, then that would be 1 silver. Yes, 10.
1 silver. If you buy them in a clump and you need 10 of them.
Left and right wings. Look at his butt. It's hard for him to do math when he's got so much. 50 copper. It shall be then.
50 copper for 10. Alright. That's the best I can do. I don't usually sell feathers, but I think that's what Petrus would want. Sell it cheap, get it off our hands.
Might as well. I mean, you're just tossing them out.
I hope.
Understood.
Yes, that we are.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you.
You are... hold on.
Ithoriel.
Ithoriel. You are a Baylor, if I recall correctly.
Yes, I'm Baylor Lavalette.
Baylor.
Apprentice butcher.
Indeed. Butcher and fighter, as I have seen.
Yes, fighter. Somewhat of a fighter, yes. To get by, you have to do dangerous things, I guess.
Goodbye, sir.
Anyway.
Oh, that was a smell, wasn't it? Whew.
I want you to learn. You're very eager at it. Just
Well,
fine.
enjoy your the one that doesn't like men.
Teach me.
Oh fuck! I forgot that.
I go to
just
them.
remembered.
Yeah, the lady that doesn't like men.
That
Supposed to cut people's, your nose.
And who
I
was
just
this?
remembered.
It's just
I
like
just
a
Part of the.
Beware.
Should we tell people?
She's the one with like long, curly kind of hair.
long curly hair.
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If I see her, I'll let you know.
So much about.
She's always walking around. She usually helps at the pits.
I kept on keeping an
It's the one that takes the
Right,
money.
yes. Let me know. Do that.
Walking across the fields.
Thus I know who to avoid and who to not try to do business with.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Hello.
Hello?
Rather interesting. I've never seen something like that before. That piece of jewellery on top of the hair, or ears. It's matches your hair. It's good look.
Thank you. Sir, I am not familiar with you.
Cade Shubrook, sorry. Local courier.
Cade.
I'm currently actually seeking out a woman by the name of Melly. You wouldn't happen to know her, would you? I have a letter for her
Melly.
for her from her son.
No, I am not
I had
familiar.
no notice of a person named Melly. I had no idea.
Really?
Should we go check out? why
Thank you,
he's not had a
Christos.
gay?
Well, thanks anyways.
Don't kill him.
I am not familiar. I am sorry. Miss Wolver may know. She is the merchant over yonder.
I asked her, well, since she wasn't so aware.
And if not
This
her,
person likely keeps to himself quite a bit. Hello.
perhaps this one may know.
Hey.
You're like, oh, he's my friend. But
You don't know either.
I don't care if he's dead.
Damn.
And none of the guards know.
I guess I'll keep looking. I mean, I was paid for the letter regardless, but I would very much like to ensure it goes where it needs to be.
Of course.
Otherwise, I have to run Adwick and say there's no one named Melly in
Deliver a letter. That would make you then.
I'll tell you a story. So there was this one seamstress that came in the tavern.
That would make you then a courier.
Yes, I am. Local courier to Adwick. I work for the Iron Wolves from time to time as well, yes. So if you need something to go somewhere, I'm the one to see about it.
Perfect.
Or something written.
I am a high elf, sir.
Anything with the seams.
Right. I do understand reading and writing a bit of Evan myself.
Really? What a surprise. It is a rare thing to find among humans, to read our language and write it.
It is, I grew up in Gradia. My parents are both scholars. So naturally, they wanted me to learn as much that as possible.
You don't happen to have any Gradian tea with you then, by any chance?
unfortunately not.
Oh.
It's been a long time since I've been home.
That is too bad. But perhaps sometime. So, let's see. If you can read and write Elvish, then Naviar. A good day to you, sir.
You as well. Need to find this person. Hello.
Hello there, cabin folk.
Good to see you.
Why am I going with them? Because you entertained them. What do you mean I entertained them?
Didn't you just say?
Careful, I don't want to strike anybody as I'm turning.
An animal. That was Jay. Are you familiar with a young girl by the name of Melina?
Melina? I don't think I've met anyone with that name.
Thank you.
Who is she? And if you're looking for her, if I do come across her, I'll let her know.
Cade
to look for.
is looking for her, the courier. Melina.
No. Melina. Nope, haven't heard of her.
Neither have I. And neither has the tavern keeper, which is very rare. Usually a tavern keeper would know everybody's name about this town.
Yes.
Well, they could be a noble, I guess. Then they wouldn't know, of course. 'Cause what noble would come down here?
Yes.
This is me mocking her.
Someone who doesn't like stuffy shirts and pompous talk.
I see. That would be the type that would end up down here, then.
Well, if I see a Melina, I'll let her know that
Cade
is looking for her.
Hi, Cade Shelbrook, the courier. He's dressed all
is
in
he the
black.
shady one?
Yes, with green eyes. Very green eyes.
Very
Much like yours, actually, now that I think about it.
Well. Right, well, I'll be on my way then.
Navier.
You have a good evening or afternoon.
Aye. I shall. I love that voice Gambit's been working on. What a great voice. I love Gambit. Alright, it's time for us to head home. We're not going to find Arn today. We got our first 10 arrow shafts done. We have a lot more to do, though. Overnight, we can't do any work. I'm legitimately worried about getting it done in time. I don't know what time the guards will do it. But whatever it is, I'll deliver it to them. Because I assume the NPCs are actually going to forget, but I sure as shit will not. You can hear me yawning now. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Also, I'm hungry. That's great. That is 100% awesome NPCing over there. Good job, Timeless. You made me smile. It's amazing how much I enjoy this RP. I hope you all are having fun as well. Yeah, he does such a good waifu, he does indeed. Yeah, so chicken feathers will work, they're just not as good as turkey feathers. Turkey feathers are longer and they're stronger, and they have a thicker pinion. Probably wild chicken at this time would work. The modern version of chicken definitely would not work, because they don't have, they're kind of mutated, horrible things. We've done a lot of bad things to chickens in modern times. All right, everybody. Oh, ow, my face.